And you may not have noticed it, but right now, your whole life is at a crossroads. Because every small choice is like a pebble dropped in water. And those ripples don't stop at the surface. They spread. They magnify. They eventually reach every shore of your experience. That's the thing about NLP. It's not just some tools. It's a way of rewriting the operating system that your brain runs on. And if you don't run that update, you're stuck on old software, buggy, glitchy, outdated code that freezes and crashes when life demands more from you. And you know what happens when you keep running old code? Your system becomes unstable, slow, vulnerable. That's the karmic side effect of not acting, not deciding, not practicing. Life keeps feeding you the same lessons on repeat until you finally get it. You already know people who didn't. You've seen them, still bitter, still trapped, still repeating the same stories told 10 years ago. Because not acting is an action. Not choosing is a choice. And that choice spirals outward like an echo, reverberating through decades, robbing them of possibilities they never even knew they missed. But acting, even clumsily, even imperfectly, that's the difference. That's planting seeds. That's setting dominoes that tip into avalanches of opportunity. And you can already imagine the future version of yourself who did act, who practiced NLP daily, effortlessly, who reframed failure into feedback, fear into fuel, and limiting beliefs into rocket fuel for growth. That version of you walks into rooms and changes the air itself. That version of you speaks and people listen. That version of you radiates inevitability. And isn't it fascinating to realize the only thing separating you from that future self is practice? Not perfection, not theory, not waiting for the right time, just practice, right now, today. Because the benefits compound. One reframe today makes tomorrow lighter. One belief shift today makes the next challenges easier. One act of practice today multiplies tenfold into your unconscious. It's neuroplasticity. It's karma. It's cause and effect. Every practice is a brick in the cathedral of mastery. And your unconscious knows how to build cathedrals. You've already done it. You built your identity brick by brick without noticing. Now you can build a stronger one deliberately. So let that sink in. The ramifications of not practicing is a prison of sameness. The implications of practicing is liberation into expression. The future consequences of inaction is regret. The future consequence of action is inevitability. And inevitability is fun, isn't it? Because once you realize mastery is inevitable, failure stops being frightening. Mistakes stop being mistakes. Every so-called fuck-up is just another step towards certainty. And certainty feels good. Because when you're certain, your unconscious relaxes and says, finally, I can stop fighting and start growing. So as you consider this now, some part of you can already begin rewiring. So that every thought, every memory, every belief, every action becomes an invitation to grow, to reframe, to evolve. Because the big picture is simple. Not using NLP is suffering recycled. Using NLP, even badly, is freedom rehearsed. And rehearsed freedom becomes lived freedom. And isn't it time you started living it?